Okay, so here's the tulips that I got, and I love them so much that I want to kind of capture them in some watercolor. So that's what our video tutorial is going to be about today, is about doing a large floral. Okay, so today we're going to paint on Arches 140 cold press paper. So I've already kind of mapped out where I want my little tulips to go. And then I'm just kind of defining where the petals are so that I know when I'm painting what petal I'm painting, okay? So I went and did my masking fluid just so that I could keep some of those areas nice and white. And then I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do the wash layer. So the first one, we're going to do the wash layer. Here we go. Wash layer for the background. So I've done all the Viridian green that I wanted to do. I sprinkled a little bit of salt here where I want the little baby's breath to be, and I'm gonna let that kind of do its thing where it creates that crystalline pattern in there, and it'll kind of look like flowers that are kind of recessed into the background and are kind of soft focus instead of being in the foreground here. So next what I'm going to do, and I've added a little bit of concentrated color just for some interest. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until this dries. And then once that sets, I'm going to go in and I'm going to paint the wash layer. I'm going to remove the masking fluid and paint the wash layer of my flowers here. Okay? So as you can see, I took my masking fluid off, and you can see that my salt detail kind of came out, which I'm really happy with. And then what we're going to do, I painted these while the background was still wet because I wanted this soft edge toward the top here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start painting in the leaves and the blooms here. I'm going to leave this foreground one for now. That's why I kept it masked off. And then I'm going to add a little bit of detail. So that's what I'm going to focus on right now. We're going to go into a wet under wet. So now that I've done all of this wet into wet, I'm going to go ahead and glaze over some of the details here in the blooms with a little bit of a darker color. So now to do this baby's breath here that I marked off and I left space for, I'm going to use a bit of wax, and I'm going to put a little bit of wax in there just to give it some texture to show that it's kind of like fluffy and puffy like how baby's breath is, okay? I've entered into the details phase of my painting, so I'm going to use very fine tipped brush, and I'm just going to kind of go in and I'm going to pick out some detail, like the little ruffles here. And there you go. You've painted a beautiful abstract floral. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.